This story is Why Mosquitoes Buzz in People's Ears. It's by Verna Ardema, and the pictures are by Leo and Diane Dillon. And this is a gold award-winning story, A Caldecott honor book. And it received gold. It's an African folktale, and you can tell by the pictures and the front page that this is an African folktale. And a folktale is a story of that's passed down from generation to generation to generations, from family to family is what that means. And a folktale has got a theme. It's got a kind of a moral to the story. And when we're done reading the story, we'll discuss what that moral is that we'll learn from the story. So it's called Why Mosquitoes Buzz in People's Ears. And the pictures and the illustrations are really good. And again, it's a West African tale. Really good illustrations. Please follow along with the words while I'm reading the story. Shows a picture of an iguana and the sun, and also pay attention to the way they talk about the words they use to show movement of the animals in the story. Okay, let's start the story. Please follow along in your copy of the book. One morning, a mosquito saw an iguana drinking at a water hole. The mosquito said, "Iguana, you will never believe what I saw yesterday." "Try me," said the iguana. The mosquito said, "I saw a farmer digging yams that were almost as big as I am." "What's a mosquito compared to a yam?" snapped the iguana grumpily. "I would rather be deaf than listen to such nonsense." Then he stuck 2 sticks in his ears and went off. Muck, 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 through the reeds. Now, if you think about what the mosquito is saying to the iguana, that he saw a farmer digging a yam that was almost as big as, well, what's the size of a mosquito? Teeny. And compare that to a yam, it's nothing. He's talking nonsense, and the iguana doesn't want to hear him. So he sticks 2 sticks in his ears. And we'll see what causes all these things to happen now. The iguana was still grumbling to himself when he happened to pass by a python. The big snake raised his head and said, "Good morning, iguana." The iguana did not answer, but lumbered on, bobbing his head. Betamin, betamin. "Now, why won't he speak to me?" said the python to himself. "Iguana must be angry about something. I'm afraid he's plotting some mischief against me." He began looking for somewhere to hide. The first likely place he found was a rabbit hole, and in it he went. Wassa wassoo, wassa wassoo, wassa wassoo. When the rabbit saw the big snake coming into her burrow, she was terrified. She scurried out through her back way and bounded, crick, 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 across a clearing. Plotting some mischief, that means that he's planning something bad to happen. So the snake thinks, because iguana did not answer him, that he's planning to do something harmful to the python. And that's what the python's thinking. Oh, he must be plotting some mischief against me. which causes him to burrow himself down inside the rabbit hole, which now has caused the rabbit to go across the clearing. A crow saw the rabbit running for her life. He flew into the forest crying, "Caw, caw, caw!" It was his duty to spread the alarm in case of danger. A monkey heard the crow. He was sure that something dangerous beast was prowling near. He began screeching and leaping killy-willy through the trees to help warn the other animals. As the monkey was crashing through the treetops, he happened to land on a dead limb. It broke and fell on an owl's nest, killing one of the owlets. So the crow's job, when he saw the rabbit darting out of his hole, was to let the forest know that there was probably danger because the rabbit is running wildly through the forest. And it's his duty to let the forest know that there's something going on because of the snake in the hole. Okay, what I want you to do now, I'm going to stop here, and I want you and your group to read this up to this point by your in your group. So reread the story, and if you need to have any words, then go back and listen to it. Okay, you're going to read this with your group up to this point and not any further.